Castor's seen the Western saddle before from the fence, and he's already touched it and seen it, but he hasn't seen it on the ground. And I'm going to start moving it toward him, like as if I was going to saddle him. So I'm just kind of getting him over to the side. He wanted to go and like actually put his nose on the saddle, which is not a bad thing. He's very curious, but I wanted him to stand over here instead and just wait for a second, which is another thing that we were working on. But there he just targeted it on his own, so I'm going to click him while he's touching the saddle, and then I'll go ahead and feed him. Again, Castor is really confident and is very curious, so you might have to take a lot more steps with your horse, and you'll see that with Atlas, he needs a lot more steps. But for Castor, I'm going to let him touch it and then start bringing it closer to him. So there, I took like another step or two. I'll click there and then put the saddle down and give him a treat. So I like to take the saddle and put it away from him so that he's getting a little bit of a release of pressure if the saddle is worrying to him. Also, I can practice approaching him with it so that he gets used to like me swinging it here and like bringing it toward him to like put it on his back. So the approach is really important too, because usually that's the scarier part, or that you're approaching it, approaching the horse with the saddle. So I like to just keep doing that over and over. And I don't want to leave the saddle right next to him if you're afraid of it. So like here, I'm going to swing it a little bit, and then as I swing it, I'm going to click and then set it down and feed. And it is kind of heavy. If you have a light saddle, I would definitely recommend using that one, even if it's not going to be the one you actually use for your horse or ride in. Like, I'm not going to put it on him today. I just want to break all the lessons down so that he's used to that. Used to the saddle moving. I'm just going to ask him to turn around here and do the same thing on the other side. Just trying to turn him around so that the camera can see. He can stand right there. There we go. And same thing on this side. Now, I mean, it depends on whatever side you want to saddle your horse. It doesn't really matter to me. But I like to be able to saddle him from either side and make sure he's cool with it from either side, even if I never ever saddle him from the right side, which I probably will, because then I can take my cinch down right away. But even if you never do it, like, it's just a nice thing to have, especially when you're starting a horse under saddle, because what if I need to get on from that side, something is spooking from that side. It's just a nice skill to have. So I'm just going to repeat everything that I did on the left side on the right side. So I just let him target it. I just moved it a little bit closer, and I'm going through it a little bit faster, like the saddle's closer to him, and he's showing me like there I swung the saddle twice, like he's showing me that he's relaxed with it and he's confident with it. If your horse is a little bit more nervous, would definitely break it down, but he's doing quite well.